Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I am Tamra. Okay, so I apologize if I'm wearing the same shirt as I was wearing last week, but I'm filming 2 videos back to back and I didn't really feel like changing. Today I'm going to be showing you a hack on how to keep your eyeshadow from looking dull, to making it pop, and to making it stay on your face all day. I went to my best friend's wedding 2 months ago. I used this trick and my eyeshadow stayed in place the entire time, and I was dancing. There are some companies that make specific eyeshadow primer, but you don't need to buy their expensive primers. You can just use your regular concealer. Today I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Just try and keep it to the close to your shade of your eyes. And another reason also to put the concealer on your eyes is because it allows for you to have a blank canvas on your eyelids, because sometimes our eyelids have different shades in them due to the vessels and all that other stuff. So this allows it to be one blank canvas and you're starting fresh. Okay, I'm going to do one side with concealer and one side without concealer, so you can see the difference between the eyeshadow really standing out versus it just being on your eyes. And you work really hard on your eyeshadow. You know, your eyeshadow is like works of art, so why would you want to, you know, not let it shine through and show and be like, hey guys, look what I did to my eyes today. You know what I mean? Okay, so again, we're using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Put a little bit on your eye. I'm going to be using the Flawless Concealer Brush by e.l.f. Because I find, you can also use your finger, it really doesn't matter. I find though that it allows me to get a more precise coverage over my eye. It is okay to get it close to your eyebrow and a little bit past, especially if your eyeshadow design is going to be like if it has like a little more of a outer eye effect. I don't know what it's called yet, but we're all still learning, aren't we? Okay, now another way to make sure that this eyeshadow stays in place is to use a setting powder. Now I'm using the Aesthetica translucent setting powder. It's a really big thing and it costs like $20, but it comes with a lot of product and it lasts a really long time. You don't really need that much, honestly. So you take a little bit on your sponge. You can use whatever setting powder you want. I just use this one because it doesn't have talc in it and my eyes are very sensitive. So you take a very little bit and you just dab it onto your eyes. And then what you're going to do after that is you can take the same brush that you use to put your concealer on, or a different brush. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just wiping away the excess. It's okay if it gets underneath your eye because you're also setting the concealer underneath your eye, which I already have on from my previous video. Okay. So I know one's like, the other one's like normal, but trust me, it's gonna make a huge difference. Today we're gonna be using the Makeup Revolution palette Reloaded Velvet Rose. This is the name of it right here. This is one of my favorite palettes that I've bought so far. It's actually a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And in a different video, I will be showing you how to get the exact same look using an $8 palette versus a $45 palette. Unfortunately, the palette does not come with names. It comes with numbers on the back for the names. It's kind of weird, but okay. So let's see, what color do I want to do today? We want to make it pop, don't we? So let's see. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell a clear difference, but this one, the eyeshadow was drooping down because the concealer acts as like a barrier in a way. And you can also see the color shading differently. Whereas on this one, you can't really because it's all like just there. Let me see if I can blend it out to make it just a little bit not so like, okay, why is your face all droopy? I use the same amount of product on both eyes, so I'm gonna have to fix this before I leave the house. But, okay, so this is the final look with and without concealer on. So you definitely see a difference, how this eye is a lot more defined and needs a lot more color and pop, and it's neater. And you see how this side is just, concealer. It's a thing. Do it. So this is a lesson for everybody. Concealer is an amazing thing when it comes to eyeshadow. Make sure you have a setting powder too, because look, this is like, there's so much fallout on my other side of my eye. The concealer allows the eyeshadow to cling to your eye, and that's why it stays in place, and it's a game changer for sure. I hope that you've enjoyed learning about this hack. I know that I did when I first learned about it. See, you can see the difference. See, it's totally different. I look forward to showing you more hacks and tricks and all the other stuff that I do on my channel. So please like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can be alerted as to when I post new videos, which will be every Tuesday and Friday. See you later, guys. Bye.